Okay guys, I need y'all to note that every time I say going live or go live in this video, I mean streaming on Discord. They used to call it go live, but they kind of stopped calling it that. And, I don't really know why, but that's what I mean when I say go live, alright, is streaming on Discord. So enjoy the video. So here's the story of how Discord managed to completely mess up some of my recordings for a video that I was making using OBS. Alright, now Discord has a feature that lets you share your screen, alright? So if you want to, say, share a screen, you do this, right? And then everyone who's in your voice call with you can see your screen. Pretty simple, right? That's what I thought. And, I had never experienced any issues with this up until recently I decided to start recording on OBS with it too. Alright. So, what was happening, and I'll show you here, is, well, my OBS recordings were just turning out terrible. It seemed like I was getting, 1 FPS or maybe even less, when on my screen at least, I was getting, decent frame rate, 60 FPS. But the one thing that caught my attention while I was making these recordings, although for some reason I didn't act on it, which was a mistake, is down here, it said encoding overloaded. Change your presets or something like that, right? Now, if you see a message like that down here, it'll be red. If you see a message like that in your OBS, you need to stop and fix it, alright? It's not going to turn out good if you don't, alright? You need to stop and fix it. But, anyways. So, when I saw that, though, I kind of had a clue as to what was going on. Alright. Yeah, that call went great. So, if you, say, go into your voice and video settings, you might have an option like this. Alright, it'll say H.264 hardware acceleration. It uses your GPU for efficient video coding if available. What that is your GPU might, if you have a GPU, it will contain, at least in this case, it will contain a separate part of it that can process video really, really quickly. Alright? And so this is the default, this is enabled by default, I think. And that's fine. That's fine. But the problem is, here's OBS settings, alright? And if we go to output, you might have your encoder set to hardware. Alright. Now, these two things may very well be the same thing, and they probably are the same. They, in fact, in my case, they were the same thing. All right, and apparently, my GPU can't handle two at once. It can only do one at a time. So that is what was causing all of my problems. So what I ended up doing to do that was, like you saw there, I just switched it to software. And so that's going to use my CPU instead of my GPU. And, that's going to be a little bit of a tax on my computer. But, I'd like to actually have usable recordings, and my CPU can handle it. If your CPU can't handle it, then what I'd recommend doing is not going live on Discord, or, not recording while you're going live, to be honest, because there's really nothing, if you're having these issues, yeah, yeah, and this isn't Discord's fault, actually. This isn't anyone's fault but my own for not reading the labels close enough. It would be nice if this was more widely known information, which is why I'm making this video, so that more people can know that going live at the same time as recording with OBS, or honestly any other software that does this, may cause problems. So, thanks for watching.